Hello friends, and welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you've been here before. My name is Marilyn or Maya. I answer to either one, and when I started this channel I called it the Baby Boomer Booktuber, because I'm a baby boomer, of course, and I love books. I started my channel 2 years ago on my 70th birthday, so next month I'm going to be 72. And I started the channel for many reasons. I wanted to end, women of a certain age being invisible. I wanted to share my love of books with everyone. I wanted to play around with makeup and feel young. But most of all, I tried to do something courageous every decade of my life. It should be every year, but every decade. On my 50th birthday, I went to Japan to teach. On my 60th, I went to Paris for the first time, and on my 70th, I started a booktube channel. So today, I'm going to go over my August plans, or what I plan to do for the next month on my birthday and my anniversary month on booktube, and I made it into 10 things. I think it's different when you start a booktube channel on your 70th birthday for many reasons. Every day is special, just waking up and having gratitude for that day. I'm relatively healthy and I'm grateful for that. And even though I don't have the same vim and vigor I had when I was younger, I'm grateful that I'm independent and my mind and body are still in relatively good shape. I mean, relatively. I still have arthritis and all that, but I push on. I think being independent and vital in your later years is, well, it's important for everyone to be healthy in mind and body, but especially it's extra sweet when you hit your 70s. I want to make August special for me and for my viewers because, well, it's my second year anniversary, and I think it's an accomplishment to have done this at least once a week for 2 years for anyone, but especially when you get older and you're not the most tech-savvy person, well, then it's extra special. I want to tell you my 10 things that I plan to do in August, but everything is not set in stone. First of all, I wanted to say that I'm really enjoying Jane Austen July, and I'm halfway through with Jane Austen's Northanger Abbey. And because I've read a lot of her nonfiction this month, I'm understanding that this was her first attempt at writing a book, even though it wasn't published first. And I'm just seeing the genius that was going to come. And I'm going to do a Jane Austen wrap-up later on, maybe in the first week of August. Anyway, August also has some readathons. One is Women in Translation, which I started early, and I read, or I'm almost finished with, All the Lovers in the Night. And this is a new release by Mieko Kawakami from Japan. And it was, let me find the translator. Okay, Sam Bett and David Boyd translated this. And it was a very interesting, or it is a very interesting book about a woman who has a lot of social issues. And I lived in Japan for 3 years, and I don't know if you're going to like this as much if you don't have any history in Japan, but there's a lot of socially awkward people in Japan because of all the rules and regulations and not measuring up to what the society says. And also, Mieko Kawakami is a poet. So I need to read this book again, and I renewed it from the library to read, even though I'm not finished yet, to read it again to get more out of it. But it really brought back memories so far of my time in Japan. I'm also going to do my first buddy read with Lindy from Magpie Reads of Alberta and Freedom by Cora Sandel, translated from the Norwegian by Elizabeth Rokan. And if anybody has watched my channel before, they know how much I loved Alberta and Jacob. So it's a trilogy, second novel in Cora Sandel's trilogy of, the first one was Alberta and Jacob, Alberta, and this is Alberta and Freedom, and the last one is Alberta Alone. And in the first one, she has a suffocating family in the north of Norway, and she has a lot of also social issues, so it's sort of kind of like the first one. And I already have ordered from my library. We're very lucky that, and now I'm talking about All the Lovers in the Night, but there's another one that has something in common with Alberta's trilogy, and that is the protagonists have a lazy eye, which I do, and I'm sure it's pretty noticeable in my videos. But even in the Cora Sandel's picture, you can see, and I think my lazy eye is not as prominent, is more prominent than hers is, but she felt less than because of it. And I know that feeling. And Mieko Kawakami's new book, not this one, but a newer book, not the new, this is the newest book, but it's called Heaven. And I'm about to get that from my library. We're lucky in Hawaii because we get a lot of new releases from, at least from Japan. Okay, so let me go through the 10 things that I plan to do. Oh, let me just say that August is also Garb August. And, you know, it was hard for me to say I'm going to join this readathon. The wonderful Ollie from criminOlly, he's the one who's who made this up, and it's like reading garbage in August. That's why Garb August. And I have to say that a woman's or man's trash might be someone's treasure. So I don't know if I kept any trashy books. Usually I gave away my trashy books, but I might have some of the prompts there, so I might join in a small way, which I'm going to do with the readathons this month. So, okay, so I'm going to try to film more than once a week for August. That's one of my plans. Let me give you a fun fact that I learned from being a booktuber. Most booktubers say anyways, and I always thought it was strange because I say anyway, and I'm the only one that I've, you know, we use that word a lot, and I always hear anyways, and I said, is that wrong? You know, and just today I looked it up, and anyway is an adverb. An adverb doesn't have a plural to it, but it's, anyways is modern, colloquial, it's, in other words, you can do it. But I'm old, so I'm kind of formal, I guess, so I just say anyway. So I think I'm the only one on BookTube that says anyway. So that's a fun fact that I learned from my 2 years in BookTube. So let me give you the 10. Number 1, I'm going to try to read from my TBR, which I haven't been very successful at lately. But only the books that I'm eager to read. Only the books that are going to give me happiness and pleasure, since it's my birthday month. 2, I'm still going to get books from the libraries because libraries are awesome. 3, and I bought one special book for my birthday. I was very lucky because it's a little bit expensive, but I was able to have some points from Amazon. So even though I didn't want to buy it from Amazon, I bought it because it only cost me like $3, and it's quite, and I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, but I'm going to talk about it when I show my books. Okay, so number 4, I'm going to enjoy myself more, not be so uptight, maybe do a little bit of vlogging, which is not easy for me, and maybe I think this might be interesting to others and my insights on BookTube in general, because a lot of people have different experiences, and I think different age groups and different corners of BookTube have different experiences. Number 5, I'm going to do more of the What's Cheering Me Up Now videos inspired by Gina Stanier, and because I think it's a wonderful idea to feel good about what's making you happy, especially when things aren't going perfect. And when is life perfect, right? So I'm going to do a few of those videos. I'm going to complete a few tag videos that I haven't had time for. Not that I get tagged a lot, but sometimes I just, I want to do another kind of video and they get pushed to the back. So I want to do some of those. And like I said, I'm doing my first buddy read with Lindy. I'm excited about it because she's a wonderful booktuber, and please check her out if you haven't already. I'm going to have all of the information in the description box of the people that I'm mentioning. Number 8 is I have some book mail that I've been saving up, so I'm going to do a little unboxing and see if any of those books that I bought, and I forgot what they were, and I hope to put them, maybe they'll fit into one of the, the readathons. If not, maybe I'll just read it for pleasure, which is what I do anyway. 9, yeah, I'm going to try to get to that 1,000 elusive subscribers on my channel. At least for me, they've been elusive, because I started out like having a lot of subscribers, which is really not a good way to go, and then it just went down it went up very little, but then it went down from there, which kind of made me feel, what am I doing wrong? But I think it wasn't what I was doing wrong. It's just, as Sandy of MsReadsAlot said, build it and they will come. So maybe I wasn't building it enough. So yeah, so after 10, I want to thank everybody who has subscribed to my channel. And if you haven't, please consider subscribing, commenting, liking, and ringing the bell for new videos. I appreciate every one of you, whether you're subscribed or not, or whether you just came upon this video. Please support my channel and stay tuned for my wonderful 72nd birthday and 2nd anniversary on YouTube. So until then, my friends, aloha.